This is the library trustees meeting, Wednesday, April 18th. It is 6 p.m. What's that?
August.
August.
You said April.
Oh, I said April? Okay, August, okay. And if we're going to call to order, everybody, my name's David Boucher, I'm the chairman.
Layla Johnston, library director.
Cindy McNutt, vice president.
Julie Boucher, student trustee. Christina Cooper, secretary.
Amy Johnson, trustee. Nancy O'Connor, trustee.
Amy Paul, trustee.
Okay, so the next item is public comments. We have nobody here from the public, so I guess we'll go on. Meeting minutes. Did everybody look at the meeting minutes? I know I did today. Any comments? Like to vote on it? Would someone like to make a
I'll make a motion that we
Motion to
accept the
Cindy.
minutes of the meeting for June 16, 2021.
second it, anybody?
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. The next is the director's report. Layla?
Thank you. Building maintenance. So a part is on order to repair the water fountain. You may have noticed that the water fountain is out of order right here nearest to the conference room. Has been ordered. It is, however, back ordered. We do continue to experience supply chain disruptions. Personnel have some exciting news. The circulation department is now fully staffed. We welcomed Amanda Damon, Angela Parker, and Tammy Tudrin in the month of July. Please stop by the circulation desk to welcome them and say hello. Congratulations to Sharon Bellanoit, technology coordinator, on her retirement. Please join me in thanking Sharon for her 14 years of service to East Long Meadow. Sharon did not wish to have a public reception or other acknowledgement, so we would like to wish her the best of luck in this meeting. I am thrilled to announce that Kay McCormick, our part-time children's associate, is now our new full-time children's associate. Kay has worked at East Long Meadow Public Library for 14 years in our children's department. Kay's new job duties will include after-school programming for the middle school age range, in addition to her traditional duties of story times and collection development. Please congratulate Kay the next time you visit the children's department. Interviews for the open library technology coordinator position are underway. We have received applications from several highly qualified candidates. We are also currently interviewing candidates for Kay's part-time position in our children's department. We anticipate restoring full service hours next month. The library's regular service hours are Monday through Wednesday, 9:30 to 8 p.m., Thursday and Friday, 9:30 to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. So once we have all of our positions filled, we're going to restore our full service hours. Everybody's very excited about that. Hampden County is currently a high transmission area for the coronavirus. We are requesting that all individuals wear masks when visiting the library, regardless of vaccination status, due to the change in CDC recommendations on July 27th. Wearing a face covering is a request for vaccinated individuals, not a mandate at this time. Unvaccinated visitors are required to wear a mask per town manager for all town of East Long Meadow buildings. Town information, amendments to the town charter were approved at the June 8th annual town election, and the amended version is on the town's website under the government leak on the homepage. If anyone would like a print copy of the town charter, please let me know and I will provide one for you at our next regularly scheduled meeting. Trustee information, Christina Cooper was featured in an article on Mass Live discussing her children's books as well as her work at the Stores Library in Longmeadow. Congratulations to her. And I included a copy of the article in my packet.
Thank you for doing that. Yep,
Oh, I was excited for you. It's always good to have good publicity.
I love it. And I do thank the East Long Meadow Library in the acknowledgements of my book.
That's great.
For being such a great place.
Yeah, we had a really fun that was your first book where you were live on Facebook, and we had a reception here at the library for her family and so forth. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was exciting.
Yes.
The cover reveal for the book that I
Yes.
did in New York City, and they had me live streaming here.
Wow,
Very exciting.
that's cool.
The ARIS report, that's our annual report information survey, is completed and ready for signature and submission to the Massachusetts Board of Library Commissioners. The library's annual ARIS report is required for our certification for state aid for public libraries. The next component of that is the financial report. I will attend an upcoming workshop on the requirements for the financial application for state aid on Tuesday, August 31st. And last but not least, our student trustee, Julia and I met on Thursday, August 12th to discuss potential duties, roles, and responsibilities for the student trustee position. I think we decided that we're going to call it that. So at our meeting for next month, Julia and I are going to, in the meantime, work on a draft of the application process and so forth. I won't put you on the spot this time, but maybe next month you can describe what we decided we thought would be both fun and entertaining for teens. And that's my report for this month, so happy to answer any questions.
Can I make a comment about it?
Sure.
On, where you said that Camden County is currently a high transmission area for coronavirus, and I understand that when the schools go back, there's not going to be a mask mandate, correct?
As of now, that's what they've said. It's
As of now.
encouraged, but not.
But it's not mandated.
Just highly recommended.
Yeah, and I just would hope and encourage people who come into the library, especially into the children's department, would wear a mask to protect our children.
Right.
Because with the new variant, we can now, even though we're vaccinated, and I assume most of you are, that we can still transmit the virus.
Right,
And when we're around children, they're not protected.
right.
So I just see this as getting worse, not better.
Yeah,
And I know it's not a mandate, but I would hope people would help us try to protect our children.
right.
That's all.
No, that
There's
makes
not much
sense.
you can do if
No,
that
there
person
isn't.
says,
I
"I'm
understand
sorry,"
that.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good you said it out loud, and
Yeah.
folks listening hopefully will
Yeah,
take it to heart.
it's not to impose on anybody's freedom, it's to try to, it's a protective measure, as a seatbelt would be for yourself.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. We'd like to vote on director's report. We usually vote on that, right? Yes.
I move that we vote to accept the director's report for August 18th.
I'll
And
second the motion.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And old business, we don't have any old business that I'm aware of. New business, we have new trustees. Welcome Amy Johnson, Amy Powell, and one more, right? Amy,
And Nancy O'Connor.
Nancy.
Nancy, yes.
She's surrounded by the Amy's.
Amy.
Yes.
Amy, yeah, you're surrounded by the
Right.
Amy's. That's great.
But yeah, so maybe as part of this portion, since we do have so many new trustees starting at the same time, if you don't mind, Amy Johnson, I'm going to put you on the spot and just ask if you would maybe just describe a little bit, your name and what interested you in serving on the board. Maybe we could just go around the room.
My name's Amy Johnson. I'm a transplant here to Mass. I'm originally from Indiana.
Oh,
Retired Indiana State Trooper.
wow.
Before I became a trooper, I was a high school librarian.
That's
So,
okay.
I do have a degree in library science. The reason I wanted to kind of join this is, one, my partner kind of asked me to. Second is because I do have the background in library. And over COVID, I could see on Facebook how important this place was. You know, when is the library going to open? When are they going to start giving us our books? So I thought, well, I have a background. I can kind of understand where that feeling's coming from. So that's why I volunteered.
So you left teaching to go into?
I always wanted to be a police officer.
I'm Nancy O'Connor. I was an English teacher for about 6 years. And I left teaching to go to law school. And that's horrible though, isn't it? I'm thinking as she's talking about having been a teacher, 2 of us left teaching, you know? And so half my life has been, most of my life has been spent in a library. As a child, my mother always took us to the local library. In college and when I was teaching, you had
Use
so
it a
many
lot.
library projects that you had. And obviously when you go to graduate school, you're in the library all the time. And then Cindy asked me,
You were also coerced.
you know, if I would consider it. And I really do, I mean it when I say libraries.
Yeah.
I think they're essential, even though we have I think they're even more essential now with the technology, because people just get lost in the technology and there's no interaction. And I think this is a safe haven for people.
Oh, yeah.
And not only children, but adults and teenagers.
elderly.
And so
Seniors,
that's why I'm
not
here.
elderly.
Okay, I'm Amy Paul, and I moved to East Longmeadow about 6 years ago, and my grandmother was a librarian, so I've grown up in the library as well, and my first job, full-time job out of college was as a media library assistant, because I couldn't say I was a librarian. And then I did that work for a while, and then I did other mostly startup technology project management, and my heart has always been with information science, and now I'm at Mass Mutual, and I work full-time in information governance. So I do that work professionally, but now that I've been here for 6 years, I decided it was time to do a little bit more with the town, and I love the library, and I have a 17-year-old and an almost 3-year-old, so
Wow.
I have.
Oh my God.
So
That's very interesting.
Yes, that is. There's a story.
Yeah,
There's-
yeah. So yeah, it's been anyway. So yes, I have 2 kids, both of whom love the library, but for 2 very different reasons, right?
Right.
So
Where are you from?
originally, I grew up in North Reading, Mass.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Diane Young was the librarian there.
yeah. I
They're
don't.
not-
I remember they moved when I was in elementary school, maybe middle school. They moved the library from this tiny, cramped building into the beautiful old town hall building. And there was all this controversy about the color they were going to paint the building.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
Jeez.
beautiful renovation they did. So anyway, so it's really nice, and I love the library here. And I, to kind of echo what Amy and Nancy were saying, is that I see also in my professional life that the sheer volume of information that's available to people makes having the kind of information management library skills available to people even more important. So at work, we have these meetings and people are like, I can't sort through all this information, like even in their, how do we deal with misinformation? And I'm always the one who's like, talk to your local librarians, go to your local library, you can, talk to people face to face or, on the Facebook page or however that's done. And that's the best way to really stay connected to the community and to make sure that you understand, how to filter through and find the misinformation. So.
Great, thank you.
I think we're lucky to have them.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so the next part of the introduction is just an updated roster. So everybody should have each other's contact information here. If there's any corrections,
Right.
please just let me know. I did use the most current information that I had, so if anything needs to be corrected, let me know and I can update that and send it out for everybody.
Right.
And I'm not sure if there's a Friends update because they don't meet during the summer.
No,
I
we
don't
didn't
think
meet. So
Yeah,
I don't,
okay.
I don't have a friends, normally I would have a friends update,
Mhm.
but they didn't meet, so obviously there's not an update. Other than they're very active and very, very helpful and very good. But I don't know what their plans are.
Mm-hmm.
When do they usually meet? I wanted to go.
Yeah,
It's,
okay, I think it's the first Monday
The first Monday,
of every month.
first Monday.
I only did one.
Now they
so-
meet here, or
Mm-hmm.
They do.
they do,
They
okay.
do. Mhm.
Because
They've been Zoom meeting, but I think they're going to be
Mm-hmm.
starting here. I only did one Zoom meeting.
okay. Boy, that
I
was,
think they meet, do they meet in the meeting room? Or do they-
Yes, yeah, usually the first Monday of the month at 7 o'clock
7
in
o'clock,
the
right.
community room. And I think this coming, because it's Labor Day, it'll be the
Oh.
following Monday, and then after that, it's the first Monday.
Right.
Yeah,
Mhm. And then they take the summers off,
yeah.
yeah.
yeah, that's why.
Yeah, and I was explaining kind of briefly in the orientation that, for example, there are rules about whether or not we could fundraise on town property, and that's why the Friends are our very helpful partner in fundraising. And there is a chart included in the packet for new trustees that just gives an overview of, here's what the Friends do, here's what trustees do, here's what the director does. Amy Johnson was kind of concerned because it did say Connecticut, but we're gonna use their, it's okay, it still applies to us, yes, it's okay.
Okay, jeez, that was a,
I'm so
Is it-
sorry, when we're talking about things changing in September, I
Mhm.
realized I did have a quick question for Leila.
Sure.
When you said that you're anticipating full services next month,
Mm-hmm,
you'll decide the date once you are fully staffed, once you hire that person to replace
Correct.
Jay?
Yes.
The technical services?
Yes.
staff? Okay.
I can tell you that our first Saturday that we will be open will be Saturday, September 11th.
Oh,
So
wow.
I do know that for sure. I'm just not 100% about if I can, I want to restore the Wednesday earlier than that. But again, it will depend on, all of those moving parts with other people have to give notice to their current employer and so forth,
Sure.
so.
Mhm. Great, I'm just gonna.
But yeah, we're excited to get back to standard service hours.
okay, anything
So
else?
you're gonna encourage masking, but there's no requirement?
At this time, that's correct, yes.
And it comes from the town. The town is the
Right.
manager decides the policy.
Yeah,
Yes.
the library doesn't have, has to follow what the town
Right,
does.
Mhm.
yeah.
So, and it, it could change as the virus is changing and, people may look at it again, hopefully, see what happens.
I know, I was saying, I just heard as I was coming here, that in Florida, a teacher's mother who was also a teacher is being intubated for the disease.
Oh,
And
no.
Their
Yeah.
policy there is even, I think, more to the right than here,
Mhm.
you know?
Mm.
I think so too.
And things are changing in, I could just report from Longmeadow, just had the announcement yesterday
Mhm.
that masks will be required. It's mandated now in all town buildings.
I saw that,
Indoors,
yeah,
and so the library.
In all town buildings.
Yeah.
All town buildings, so the library is requiring masks in all the,
yeah.
everybody who comes in, yeah.
I-
Except for kids under the age of 5.
I think that's pretty much generally, the towns around are doing the same thing, I think.
We'll see.
I
So
could
we'll
be
see.
wrong, but that's what I heard.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah, and so I don't know, we'll just see. I'm just worried about the kids
Mhm.
because they are getting it.
Right, they don't have one yet, yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I
Okay.
think the virus will go where like a mosquito, where you can get somebody.
Well, no, they're saying that the Delta variant
That's what I
is
mean, the
so
Delta
far
variant
more
is-
virulent than,
It's
And
at
contagious,
least
so-
as contagious as chickenpox, so.
you know, yeah.
Okay, anything
To
else?
encourage people.
So our next meeting is September 15th at 6 PM. And, 15. So would someone like to make a,
I'll make a motion.
Motion
that
to
we
adjourn. okay, Cindy?
Wow, that was a quick meeting.
Yeah.
That was.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.